All right. I'm in bed, but not for long because my office is here. It's a messy bed. I sleep kind of like diagonally. Uh, that says a lot about me. But let me just check. Always checking. I'm about to get up and take my shower and go to the gym job. I've been working since 3:30 in the morning. It is now 10:55. But it took me about an hour to kind of get up. I started since yesterday taking what I had around the house as green tea. I haven't done caffeine for several years, a couple of years. Um, and then when I bought the smoothie places, I got a free third of a jug of their Vega pre workout, so I tried that. I'm trying not to get addicted, you know. And then at my gym job, we sell pre workouts, and I tried that a couple of times, but you know. I'm trying to find a good balance because I stayed in bed. I was doing. This is my desk, obviously. I do note taking for my personal training certification, so I have to keep up on the reading on that. That's my priority, even if it's only a paragraph. Um, I'm very disciplined with my routines. It's just if I'm tired or I'm pressing the snooze button a lot, it's very difficult to stay on the time schedule. And I have about 30 different things to do before I leave. Um, so it's difficult to keep on track with just two or three things. But I do partials of everything just to keep the momentum and to avoid the inertia. Even if it's just a paragraph, a reading, I know I do it every day. That in itself is the best that's working for me and my mindset and difficulty focusing and anxiety through, okay, I didn't do the other thing, I know I'm going to stall. So that's what I've been doing since 3:30. First of all, pushing myself to get up, and then after around 7, I'm like, okay, I'm going to try the green tea. I don't rush to it because I don't want to do it every day, but I'm like, okay, let's do it. It's not that many. I had two, and stale green tea. I've had it for like 10 years. The flakes. But it seems to work. Um, yeah. So far my day's been productive. Realistically, there's a lot of things I need to do. And the one thing that I need to do that I didn't do today, but I downloaded the software, is accounting. Now I do the accounting for my gym, which is pretty easy. Although I'm behind on a lot of things and things I neglect, just like I do here. My goal is to work on being tighter and tighter with everything, and not be afraid to face stuff in terms of financial stuff, which is a big fear, which is where I procrastinate also. The main reason I'm have to focus more on accounting is because my bookkeeper is leaving from my liquid nutrition places, my smoothie places. Let me see, is this still okay? I was caught off guard with that last Tuesday. She just sent me a long email. Because when I bought the businesses, I was under the impression that she was expanding her business. She had employees and she offered her services. It was the wife of the former owner. And she costs quite a lot. It's like 24,000 a year. Like if you have 3 stores, 8,000 per store, and it's like, there goes my salary. I can't pay myself. So there's a positive with that, that I'm going to be doing at least I'm going to attempt to do the bookkeeping myself. But the negative is that, she didn't give me enough time. Like, she obviously changed her mind. She downsized her company. She's moving to the sticks with her husband. And the logical thing would be, like, you could do all this remotely because you do it remotely anyways, because I've seen you twice. You live a lot, further than me. Everything's done by email. But, people are free to change their mind. And although I was going to look at this a year in to see what I can do, I'm kind of like forced with it now, and with a small delay of time before the panic stuck set in. But now the decision is like, okay, I've told most of the employees, I didn't send an email to them, but I saw the major ones, and they'll tell everyone. And worst case scenario, the main thing is I have to deal with paying the people. So I have a plan B, that I'll pay them personal checks or from my other company, which I do by hand anyways, while I can slowly figure out the accounting stuff and not get myself too much in crap. A good thing also is that one of the stores is closed, so I only have 2 businesses to deal with. Not as many employees either. And I'll be saving a lot of money, except for the fact that I had to buy the software. You can't buy bootleg software when you have a business like this, and the software plus instructional videos was about $4,500. Let's say $5,000. Boom, gone. No choice, unless I find an assistant to help out. And on a positive note, if I end up being good at this, my accountant would give me more clients, and I'll be able to make the money back as another side business, which is what my bookkeeper built from these businesses. They built the bookkeeping business through these businesses that I now own. So there's positives and there's negatives. I couldn't sleep on Tuesday night. It was terrible. It was like, wow, it hit me really hard. I was in the middle of my drawing class. As you know, I started drawing classes on Tuesdays. Which I could talk about another time. But I still don't know where to start, so I have to kind of take it one step at a time with all the other things that I have to do. So I won't lie, it's gotten a little overwhelming, and now I have to kind of back off a bit. Today was kind of good, which is also why I took the green tea. To help with my mood, to help me be a little more focused, which after a couple of years of not having caffeine, it's difficult, so I made that decision to do that, and we'll see how I deal with that. I believe life is about, you modify it constantly. Do I feel bad about taking green tea? I did initially, because it's like someone who's an alcoholic and then goes back to drinking or whatever. But I'm hard on myself. So that is where I'm at with that. So my bookkeeper left me. I'm taking charge of that as best I can. The bookkeeper has to show me all the documents so I can kind of get into it. And I have to learn how to use the software, and then there's another software to pay everybody, which I have to learn. But in the meantime, I'll have to pay him through my other company for the gym, through checks. until I learn it, because I can't learn everything in one time. But, I mean, the process of sending everything and tying up the month's end, I mean, it's pretty, I won't say down pat, but I mean, there's certain summaries that have to be sent to me, which I was sending and other employees were sending to the bookkeeper now. Some of them I were copying to myself anyway. So, I mean, I got about a fifth of what needs to be done. And I'm learning already, because my accountant, who bless him, he doesn't charge me right now. I did take one accounting course, which I don't remember anything, but now it's once you're experiencing it, you kind of learn it. This is my strong point, is that I adapt. I need this stuff to kind of learn and to kind of deal. Another thing that made me take this challenge on is that I had contacted the other owner of another liquid nutrition who I met last week, and I texted him and I said, that we should meet and shoot the breeze. And then I said also, who does your accounting? And he does it on his own. He only has one store, but it's just number crunching, right? Once you understand what to do. But getting to that point and relearning a new software, and there's a big learning curve, just like when I bought the places. So that's where the anxiety came from. And then dealing with everything else, keeping on point, and continuing with my website, and continuing with drawing classes, and my workouts, and making my meals, all those things. It's always a juggle. It's always a priority the day of, to see what needs to be prioritized, modification, writing down everything, and just going through it. So sometimes it's more challenging than others. But I won't lie, there's a sense of satisfaction knowing that I can do it. Everyone else has to do it who wants to go somewhere. Move forward. If you see my past videos, you might get the impression that it's not any better, the complete opposite of the spectrum when you have nothing. So, better learn how to do your chores, take on your responsibilities, put your big boy pants on. And that's it. I will keep you posted as to what's going on with this. I had a few minutes to spare to do a video. I do make a little list when the ideas come. I try to do video once a week, or once every 8 days, or whatever. As long as I'm consistent with that. There's no pressure on that, as I've stated in the last few videos. So that's been good. I try not to put pressure for a lot of things. And someone's hammering. Okay. So, what time is it? It's 11:09. I'm going to get up and take my time getting myself to my gym job. And I have a few meetings with people there. A potential client, personal training client, at 5:30. And someone else from the other liquid nutrition, but he didn't call to confirm, so I'll take it as a no. I have my other client who hasn't been. We'll see if she comes. If not, I got my things to do there, and I will do a little workout too. And then when I get home, I'm going to do some groceries on the way home. And that's it. If I feel good, I might do some more my 2017 taxes administrative work to try not be so late. That's it. That's all I got. I will talk to you in the next video. All right. If you have any ideas what you want me to talk about, what you want to know about me, let me know. Otherwise, I got a couple other items on the list. One that just happened this weekend. Maybe I might do it sooner than later, the video.